As Ranil Wickremesinghe has taken over as acting president today, and with Parliament convening tomorrow, a sense perhaps, Shija, that in Sri Lanka there will finally be some change. What are the people saying? We can see they're still camping there 100 days into these protests.
Well, that's right, Sonia. In fact, reporting right outside the old Parliament. In fact, the protesters have not vacated this particular place. But one of the slogans that's reverberating right now is that Ranil go home. Of course, in a way that they accept constitutionally that he's been appointed as the acting president. But what they say is that this shouldn't really continue. But this is what you see right behind me, the visuals that we're showing you at the moment. Yes, it's a celebration of sorts right now. They are also cutting cake. That's what we're seeing. There are several of the protesters who are up on the stage talking about the victory that they have achieved in these many days. If I could go across to a protester here, what does it really mean for her? Thank you for joining us. We see that Gotabaya has already resigned, but now Ranil has been appointed as the acting president. But we see that the protesters will continue the protest even until Ranil resigns.
Yeah, we already the younger generation, they want to send Ranil also home. They don't want Ranil here as a president. So therefore, they are fighting for Ranil to come go back. So that is because of that.
So you will continue the protest here.
What is it?
You will continue the protest until Ranil goes home.
No, he is only now for the working for some days. But anyway, he has to go home. They want to send him home.
Right, because this is just one protester who's telling us that it is not just about Gotabaya, but they also want Ranil to leave. Now, this is what we understand from the protesters on ground. From tomorrow onward, this place that was called as Gota Gogama, they say that will turn into Ranil go home. So that is what several of the protesters maintain. But on the other hand, we understand Mr. Ranil has been appointed as the acting president, which means Sri Lanka will have a new president in the next 7 days. Back to you.
Also, Shija, you saw that both the ex-Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, who was really earlier the person against whom all public anger is directed at, and also the ex-finance minister, Basil Rajapaksa, his brother, have been told by the top court that they can't leave Sri Lanka. So they're still in hiding. What news on that, and are they likely to face any action?
Well, right now the political scenario here in Sri Lanka is in limbo because, one, you just have an acting president. Right now the acting president is Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe. Yes, of course, a petition has already been moved in the Supreme Court, which in fact bars Mahinda Rajapaksa and also Basil Rajapaksa from moving out of the country or leaving for overseas, because they want, this is with regard to the May 9th incident where the pro-government protesters had clashed with the anti-government protesters, and eventually on that particular day, what we witnessed was several of the houses of the MPs being burnt. So as far as Mahinda and Basil Rajapaksa is concerned, the case is still on. In questioning of several people involved in this particular clash is on, and that is one of the reasons.
From Colombo tonight, we'll track what's happening in Parliament tomorrow. Thank you.